It's Wednesday fun! Hello, everybody. It's Mike with Night at the Movies with Mike, and I'm here with a new review. It's Wednesday fun. Alright, that's enough of that. Anyway. Yeah, well, I guess you all can read the caption below. I saw tonight that they were doing, I don't know, I saw a few days ago, I was actually making fun of it. I thought it was kind of weird that they were doing, like, I guess, a remake of Mean Girls on the 20, like, basically, like, 20 years later after the mega surprise hit smash, like, you know, Mean Girls movie, the original one came out. And, yeah, I remember when it first came out, like, it was, like, I guess it was, like, word of mouth, because, I mean, like, there was, like, really nothing of, like, there was nothing really, like, when it came out that was like, hey, yeah, this is something that's going to be amazing to see. Like, I remember the trailers being, like, kind of mid. I feel weird saying mid. I think that's, like, I guess that's what the cool people say now, or the young people say. And, I guess I'm just getting old. Because, I mean, I notice, like, when I'm trying to go back to college, like, I'm trying to navigate through, like, my old college's, like, websites and shit like that, and I can't. And, I'm starting to feel like my parents. Like, I just don't know how to navigate through their websites on what to do on trying to get back to college. Anyway, but that's beside the point. I'm getting off topic. So, yeah, so, I guess I was just looking to see, the movie times of stuff that was coming out tonight, and, or stuff that was playing tonight, and because I was kind of wanting to see, like, the Iron Claw again, or see something else. I guess I was mostly seeing, like, what time, the Iron Claw was coming on. And, so, when I was on there, I noticed that they were doing a special sneak preview of the new Mean Girls, remake. So I was like, well, I have, like, you know, as everybody knows, or if you watch my channel, I have a special membership pass with Regal to be able to go and see as many movies as I want every month. So I was like, okay, I think I will I'll go and see it, and I'll do a review on it for my friends and stuff like that, and for anybody else that wants to see or possibly interested in seeing this movie. And I know it's 3.5 minutes already into the review, and I haven't really got into it. So anyway, like, I didn't know anything about what I was going to see. I had seen the original Mean Girls, and from what I thought, I mean, I thought that this was basically gonna be like a Mean Girls for, like, you know, sort of like Degrassi, the new generation. Like, it wasn't like the same characters as the original series, but like, you know, like, they were like sort of like, you know, it was like gonna be like a new set of characters in a new, like, in the same world or something like that, or like the multiverse type thing, where, you know, like, I just thought that we were gonna basically be seeing stuff with, like, new characters. The old characters were old. Yeah, but anyway, it wasn't like that at all. It was just basically like they just took new actors, and they basically with different faces, and then they just renamed the characters that we had come to know from the original one. And I mean, it was kind of weird, to be honest, like right at the beginning, like when you're watching this, like, I mean, you're used to seeing like you know, the original characters like Lindsay Lohan and Rachel McAdams and Lacey Chabert and Amanda Seyfried, which, like, it was unfortunate, you know, that that like they're like none of them really, you know, made. I mean, I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but I mean, like, you know, none of them made an appearance, pretty much. I mean, it was kind of weird, like, because I mean, here we are with these new characters with the same names, but like Tina Fey is still playing the same character from like the, you know, like she's still playing she's still playing like the teacher from the original one, and then Tim Meadows is still the principal from the original one. So it was just kind of like off. It was kind of like weird to me, because I mean, here we are with the new characters, like the new actors with the same character names, different faces, and it just, I don't know, it just felt kind of weird. Like, I just would have rather them went in a different direction and basically, you know, did it like a whole different Mean Girls type thing. Because I mean, like the Mean Girls movie, the original one, it was based off a book that really wasn't, you know, it was not a novel, you know what I mean? Like it was just like Tina Fey just came up with it out of thin air and came up with these characters. So I would have rather have seen them do something like that with a new version. And because I mean, like, this movie, it's like, why was it needed? It really wasn't needed. I mean, like, the only thing that they really did with it was, like, I mean, I sort of felt like I was watching, like, you know, the remake of Psycho, where Guy Van Sant, like, he just like, where he took like frame by frame shots and just remade Psycho, but I mean, he didn't put anything new on it. It was just like the same thing, only this is basically, I mean, this was basically like that, only with, you know, that they added like some musical elements in between, like, you know, segues into new scenes and stuff like that. And like, and also now there's smartphones, so, and TikTok apps, so they incorporated that into the movies, because like in 2004 when Mean Girls came out, it was 2 years before smartphones. So anyway, I just felt like this was not something that we really needed. I mean, just watch the original Mean Girls, in my opinion. This one was kind of, it was like, I mean, I didn't laugh at all in this. Like, I mean, they recycled, I mean, they even recycled like a lot of the same jokes. I mean, I did notice that they didn't recycle one joke, and that was I guess because, like, you know, 20 years later, the joke aged like milk, where in the Burn book, they said something about, like, Coach Carr, you know, having relations with a student. And so, you know, like, because of the Me Too stuff like that's gone on since the original one came out, and people aren't too keen on that kind of humor anymore about, you know, adults having relations with underage people. So I will say that I was glad to see that wasn't in the movie. That they did get rid of. I just noticed that they were recycling a lot of the same jokes, but for some reason that one wasn't in the movie. So, yeah, that was kind of something that I noticed. But yeah, like, the only thing that they really did with, I mean, they didn't enhance anything from the original movie. The original movie was really good by itself. It didn't need to have a remake. And I don't know why they decided to do a remake like this, other than the studio just wanted to basically try and make some more money. And I mean, like, I'm glad that Tina Fey like came back and did stuff, but like, I mean, I was kind of feeling bad for Tim Meadows, because I'm like, why is, like, I mean, I think Tim Meadows is just like now desperate for work, that he's just basically doing anything. So he's reprising a role that he did like 20 years ago. So if you want my honest opinion, just see the original Mean Girls. This one, I don't think, like, I mean, it just, like, I could tell in some of the scenes, you know, that, for example, I'm pretty sure the girl Regina, who plays Regina in the movie, I'm pretty sure she did not like sing. Those weren't her. That was not her singing voice. Because I mean, like, I noticed, like, in one scene where she's singing, it didn't match up with, like, the timing didn't match up with her lip syncing. So that was kind of weird to notice. So pacing was, I thought it was, I mean, the movie's like an hour and 52 minutes long, and it felt longer than that to me. Mean Girls, the original one, just felt like it just flowed so well. And I mean, I just enjoy watching that with the comedy that's going on with that. And sure, like, it was a little cringy at sometimes, like with the original one and some points, and it had its problems. But this one was like, it just felt like it was just trying to do the same thing the original one was doing, only with adding musical numbers to it. And I mean, it just wasn't for me. I mean, I do like musicals. I've gone to like, you know, Broadway, and I've seen Rent and Wicked, and I do like musicals, but this one just felt like it was just a waste, in my opinion. I don't know why they decided to do this and release it, like, wide release it into theaters, other than, you know, try and make some money off of like the 20th anniversary of the original Mean Girls, which they could have just re-released in the theaters, in my opinion. Other than that, I mean, or they could have just basically did their own thing with the movie, and like I said, you know, done a whole new story of, you know, like with a whole new cast of plastics and stuff like that. But instead, they wanted to just basically do the same movie only 20 years later with a different cast and with musical numbers. So anyway, is it shelf worthy for me? No, I wouldn't add it to my shelf. What is it grade I would give it? I would give it I'd probably give it a C. C for effort, I guess. It was average, if that. I think I'm being generous with that. So anyway, comment below. Let me know what you think about the original Mean Girls. Are you going to go see this one? What are your thoughts of them basically doing a remake of the original Mean Girls, only, you know, turning it into basically like a musical number? Do you have any thoughts on that? So anyway, that's all I really got. Comment below, let me know what you thought, or what you think about the original one. And I'll leave my description. I'll leave my here's my shameless plug. As you know, I always do it at the end, which means people probably cut it off before then. But here I go. If you know of anybody that's looking to buy or sell real estate in the state of Maryland, Virginia, or Pennsylvania, let me know. Love to help you get in a new home. Love to help you sell your home for top dollar. And with all that out of the way, that's the end of this review. I hope you all have a good night. I'm going to go home and probably pass out. It's been a long day. So, anyway, I hope you all have a good night. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. I love everybody that, you know, watches the reviews, who gets something out of them. Hopefully I keep doing some more of these, and I mean, I hope to get a better camera here in the near future. And I hope to start getting with a little bit better with, you know, my thumbnails and editing. But anyway, besides that, I hope you all have a good night. Thank you very much. This is Mike signing out. Bye-bye.